ARMY. Welcome back to Today News K-Wave channel. Amidst the dazzling K-pop stage, where spotlights and screaming fans are a part of everyday life, there's one story that can't be overlooked, one that touches the hearts of every loyal BTS fan. This story isn't about music or dancing, but rather about the strong bond between two members known as the center of attention, Jimin and Jungkook. That day, the backstage was bustling. Crew members were milling about, managers were arranging schedules, and the other members were preparing for the big concert in Seoul. Amidst the hustle and bustle, there was a moment that went unnoticed. Jimin, with his warm smile that always managed to lighten the mood, was preparing for his next performance. However, one small incident changed everything in an instant. A staff member, without realizing it, approached Jimin too closely. At first, perhaps just to make sure everything was going smoothly, but the gesture felt too close, too intrusive on Jimin's personal space. Jungkook's eyes, which had been silently observing, immediately caught the movement. His heart skipped a beat. There was a feeling hard to describe, a mix of worry, protectiveness, and a hint of jealousy that made him move without hesitation. Jungkook's steps were steady and firm. He approached, fixing the staff member with a gaze that was sharp but not harsh, just firm. "No one touch Jimin," he whispered in a low voice filled with an undeniable power. The atmosphere fell silent. Everyone backstage held their breath, aware of the energy radiating from Jungkook's words. There was no anger, no shouting, just a firmness that let everyone know that a boundary had been established. Jimin looked at Jungkook, his eyes seeming to understand the feelings behind the action. A small smile appeared on his lips, a mixture of relief and warmth that only those with such a close bond could understand. That moment, though brief, illustrated their closeness beyond mere bandmates. There was a sense of mutual care, understanding, and deep respect. Slowly, the staff member who had gotten too close backed away, realizing a clear boundary had been established. He said nothing, simply lowered his head and returned to his work with newfound respect. Jungkook gently patted Jimin's shoulder, making sure everything was okay before returning to prepare for the performance. However, for fans, this moment was more than just a backstage interaction. It was a tangible demonstration of how much Jungkook cared for Jimin, caring not only in a physical sense but also in an emotional one. He understood boundaries, respected space, and made sure those around him understood that Jimin was not just a colleague, but someone to be protected and respected. News of the incident quickly spread among fans. Social media was filled with posts praising Jungkook's assertiveness. Many expressed admiration for his courage to act decisively without showing anger. Others wrote about how the moment showed the humanity of idols who often appear perfect on stage, but also have feelings and protective instincts. Fan reactions varied. Some expressed relief at seeing someone always looking out for Jimin, while others were touched by the strong bond between Jungkook and Jimin. Long discussions about the meaning of friendship, loyalty, and protectiveness ensued. Many have said that Jungkook's actions symbolized how their relationship has evolved, beyond just colleagues, beyond just friends, even beyond the boundaries that outsiders typically see. Behind the flashes of cameras and cheering fans, there's a deeper reality. The world of K-pop is glamorous, but also harsh. The stress, pressure, and constant demands for perfection can be overwhelming. In such situations, having someone who truly cares and is ready to protect you is invaluable. Jungkook, with his assertiveness, not only protected Jimin from inappropriate physical contact, but also provided a sense of security, a sense of respect, and an acknowledgement that personal boundaries should be respected. This moment also reminded everyone that behind the perfect image projected to the public, idols are also human. They have feelings, emotions, and a need to feel safe. Jungkook's assertiveness reflects the courage to show that humanity, without demeaning or causing conflict. He simply did what he believed was right, protecting the person he loved in the most elegant and decisive way. That day, the concert was the performance went smoothly. Jimin's performance was extraordinary, with an energy that electrified the audience. Jungkook, on the side of the stage, watched every movement, a faint smile crossing his face every time their eyes met. There was an unspoken communication, a warmth that flowed without words. The backstage moment may have been brief, but its impact was profound, leaving a lasting impression on them, and of course, on the hearts of the fans. As the night ended and the stage lights dimmed, stories of Jungkook's assertiveness spread far and wide. It became not only a topic of conversation, but also an inspiration. Fans learned that respecting others' boundaries is important, that friendship and caring can be demonstrated through simple yet meaningful actions. They also learned that in a world often filled with pressure and scrutiny, there is room for genuine affection, care, and protection. This story isn't just about Jungkook acting assertively. It's about the values he demonstrated, the courage to do what's right, an awareness of boundaries, and a love that doesn't always have to be expressed. That simple act held incredible power, reminding everyone that respecting one another is the foundation of healthy and sincere relationships. And among the thousands of cheering fans, there was one clear message. No one should touch Jimin without permission, because on the other side, there was always Jungkook ready to stand, protect, and act decisively. Not out of mere jealousy, but out of love, loyalty, and a deep sense of responsibility. The moment may have been brief, but its resonance will live on, becoming part of a small legend that makes their relationship stronger, warmer, and more meaningful to all who watched.
자, 조금 가까이 가볼까요, 우리? 잠시만 기다려주세요. 금방 달려갑니다.
Thank you for watching until the end. If you felt this dramatic moment and were amazed by Jungkook's attitude, don't forget to hit like, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment below. Who do you think is the most protective in BTS? And of course, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell, so you don't miss other interesting stories and behind-the-scenes moments from Jimin, Jungkook, and BTS. See you in the next video, BTS fans. Keep up the good work and always support them with love.